funny thing how all of a sudden you realize you can really do what you want to do without worrying about, you know, other people's things. Whatever I don't do musically with Ornette, it's not his fault, because he gives me complete freedom.
All the failure I've had has been related to my sex life, to my race, and to the kind of music I'm playing. And I can't change neither one.
Yeah!
This film was made during 2 days in Paris, spent with 3 extraordinary musicians. David Izenzon, bass player, formerly with the NBC Symphony Orchestra. Charles Moffett, a drummer, 17 years a music teacher in Fort Worth, Texas. And Ornette Coleman, also from Fort Worth, the leader of the 3, and author of some of the most outstanding and controversial jazz of the age. Critics and musicians either talk of him along with Bartok or dismiss him as a fake, while others argue the Coleman Trio simply play. They were in Paris to write and record the music for a film called Who's Crazy, produced by Tom White and acted by members of the Living Theatre Group, originators of The Brig and The Connection.
I was struggling with the bass, and a lady walked up to me and said, you know, it's a pretty big thing to be carrying around. I said, yes, ma'am. Said, you going far with it? I said, well, I've got to go to so-and-so place. She said, well, I hope they let you play once you get there. So that's how I feel about it, you know, we're going to play it. And I hate to use the word religious because it's such a screwed up word, but it's a very important thing, you know. Ornette started working on this film before, I think. But anyway, he introduced like 9 new tunes between our Tuesday and Thursday of the same week. Where did it come from, man?
And once I wrote a string quartet, and every time I hear somebody say, oh man, you know, that reminds me of Bartok, you know, I'm not against strings sounding like Bartok, but it's nothing, it's no relation. That's the only thing that they can figure that's intellectually in that same idiom. People put you in a category because they say, well, let's see now, this is the most way-out thing that I can think of, so I'm going to put you there. That makes me safer, right? And it might not be like that at all.
Ornette had the music down, and he knew exactly what he wanted. And we rehearsed about a week before we started the film, and it was like it was no problem. When we got there, we knew what we were going to do.
Okay, what do you want to do, Ornette? You want to, shall I put it, just start you off and let you take it without a rehearsal? I mean, without a...
yeah, we just take it like it's supposed to be.
It's the one we ended on yesterday, and we're doing it again.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Let it roll.
Let's go, tout est prêt?
Like, I respect silence. And every time I play a note, I'm raping that silence. I'm becoming involved with that. Well, then the thing comes to an end. But the thing goes and goes and goes and goes.
I'm sorry that I'm going to have to ask you to do it again, Ornette. We didn't start at the right place. It has to come at the first image of the bus and not at the beginning of the film, and I didn't think to
I
mention
thought you were doing it just for Marianne.
Yeah, but I want it placed properly on the damn film, you know. Il faut commencer aux premières images. Garde, vous m'entendez?
You think we should do it again?
I would like him to do it again, yes. We'll have 2 takes of it. It's very beautiful. It shows how sad you are today.
You are very nice.
Say, man, this time, if there's anything happens at the beginning, then you say cut, you know, and then we don't have to go all the way through, and then we get started. I don't have to.
You know that I've never told you guys to cut anything?
We never had any knives.
Okay. You notice the film going backward?
I noticed a lot more going backward in the film.
It's not me, I know.
It's the same thing over and over. We got it already cut perfectly, you know, from like 2 days ago. When that, give her that copy. This is bullshit, man.
Wait.
And then we're going to do the same thing. We got to get with the sack. We got that done.
This is for Marianne.
But the other one is the same thing. Man, you don't understand, man. Who's crazy? Well, I got to relax a while, man. I try to put everything in and then, you know.
To be a man, whatever a man is, there is something that's very important about being a man. And it's not necessarily your honesty or your philosophy, but it has more to do with you being able to get away with what you can do and someone else saying, well, that's him.
I guess if you can teach and maybe start buying your home and maybe, this is in the South, however, you know, and have a pretty decent car to ride in, well, it's like, well, okay, you're making it, you know, you're able to eat fairly well, you know, and you're respected very highly in the community. And that's the position I was in '61, but it was something missing.
I grew up in the South where, you know, many Negroes would have degrees and they'd come back and be janitors, you know, master's degree in something, and they'd get a job in janitor and all that. And I didn't see too much future in it for me like that. And I really started playing music just so I could buy extra loaf of bread, you know. Then I discovered art, and about, 20 years later.
When you're playing in an orchestra, you have your allegiance to the music and to the conductor. Unfortunately, most conductors demand your allegiance to them, then the music. It depends on who the conductor is, and how honest he is, how well he knows his job, you see. And I never signed a contract with him, even when I was playing with the NBC. I never signed a contract with them because I would stall around and give it back, and in the meantime, the season was on, and they knew that I was dependable, and so forth and so on, because I would never put myself in a position where I would want to be, you know, that kind of a slave.
And with David and Moffett, one of the things that they both are involved with is they want the right to be perfected and acknowledge their possibilities without ever having to sell out, what they call sell out. I'm for that all the way.
If I'm confined to just to do a certain thing, to be a timekeeper, in order for someone else to play, to make music, well, okay, that's okay too, but I don't think I would take all of my time out to just to be responsible for someone else to play. Because I feel I've already done that, and I want to try to play myself now.
My daydream is to disappear again a while. So I'm really just beginning in terms of my, you know, life. 2 years out of my life right now of away from it would be a gas, you know. But I don't think I'll be able to. It wouldn't be ethical to do it to the guys. I love both of them very much. I think it's like escapism. I get a fix from just dreaming about that kind of thing. You know, you do certain things, no matter how bright you are, how much understanding, how much empathy you could possibly have, still there are certain things that haven't happened to us that have happened to being a Negro, you know, especially in the South, you know. It's a very strange thing to have someone say, "Okay, nigger, play," or "Okay, nigger, get off the sidewalk."
When I retreated in America because I was mad about and heard about how my relationship was, I was reading a paper where I was selling like 3,000 records, and I'd be evicted the next month. You see, then it didn't make any sense for me to be what I thought I was. That they had made me what I thought I wasn't. You know, so. I just said, okay, you know, I mean, I grew up I grew up hungry, so I can be hungry now, you know. It's not going to make any difference, you know. That's when I started trying to not worry about whether what I was doing had any value or whether it was good or bad, but to do it.
He's had some things said to him that I think if any one of us would have had said to them, no matter how strong we are, would not forget them very easily. And I don't blame him. He's always on the guard in the same way about it, you know.
It's like you're living on a ghost of a chance. You know. But the best thing to do to clean all that out, from where I stand, is just try to play.
European Echoes, Alone, and The Arrest.
We're going to try the same thing? Yeah, for the second time, okay.
And that's the unique thing about Moffett and Ornette, is that it really stays that fresh.
Okay. On peut commencer? On peut commencer? Comment?
When you see the red light on the screen.
Ah, yes, the red light. Okay, you're on. sure that that's our best take of that.
This is what I really would love to have in my music, presence, you know, as long as I can live. I mean, I don't care about nothing I played yesterday if I can go home right now and write some music that is a presence, you know. That's why they have machines, you know. So you can, if you want the past, there's a machine that's got the past right there, you know, and which I think is very good, you know. So therefore, that means we as human beings can be in the present.
I'm playing to communicate with the audience. We're all playing to communicate with the audience, right? But underneath it all, there's a kind of a devilish thing of, I could do something tonight that will get to Ornette and Moffett. And we all have that thing. It's a musical one-upsmanship.
Some people do not really hear Ornette's music. They may be there, but they're really not listening. If they come, they may be listening for something they want to hear. And when it's not done, they don't accept it. I don't care who it is. But if you listen to Ornette, if you can throw everything out and listen to really what's been said, they may get the message.
Eternity. What I mean by that is that I don't care about how many changes that goes on, you know, as long as it keeps going on.